Hello students, this is Mrs. Crumpton. I want to thank several of you for sending questions about exercise number 4. I want to thank Miss Smith for reminding you to send those questions on our homework page. And I'm going to try to address those questions with you now. Okay, in the previous example that I had worked for you in your other video, they told you just to choose 5 points. I'm going to use 7 points in this one, okay? You only have to have 5 according to their directions in problem 1. I want to get my line nice and straight. Please go ahead and work ahead of me as I'm working these out in my table. You should also be working them out in your table. If you have questions how I'm getting these answers, please ask someone in your group. I'm sure they can explain it to you. I'm trying to make this a short video, so I hope that you are working along with me or ahead of me. Almost done. Okay, now I'm going to plot this equation in red. Okay, when x is -3, y is -9. So I'm going to come down on my graph, plot that point. I hope yours is much neater than mine. -2, -6. -1, -3. 0, 0. This one again is a direct variation equation, which we will be talking about that soon. I expect to be back with you on Monday after Thanksgiving. So 2, 6. It's hard for me to get this with the stylus. And 3, 9. I hope your graph is much better than mine. Then of course connect the points so that you see your line. My line's a little crooked, and it will also help you if you write the equation on that line. Okay, now then, it asks you by how much does y equal -3 times the quantity x minus 2 translate the equation. Okay, now if you remember back when we had that very first problem and it asked you, let me just scroll back to that on my computer screen. It asks you about the equation of the translation. And the answer on that one, you had an equation, a factored equation, y equals 2 times the quantity x minus 4. Now, if you remember in that translation, your equation was translated to the right. Okay, now you've got a -2 here. So you're actually going to be translating to the right again. Okay, so if I translate everything 2 to the right, I'm going to do that in blue. There's 2, 1, 2 here. Please again work ahead of me if you can. I am moving 2 points to the right of each point that I graphed. And there I'm going to connect my points to form the line for the equation. I hope yours is neater than mine and on graph paper. Or, well, you've got your paper there to look at. It says, by how much does y equals 3 times the quantity x minus 2 translate the line y equals 3x horizontally? Well, we are moving to the right 2 times. So it translates 2 times or 2 units to the right horizontally. So part A, your answer is the line is moved two units to the right. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I see here. Look back at number 1. Compare it to this one. I want to see if you see a pattern here, okay? In which direction, left or right, did we translate? Well, we answered that in part A. What did we say? What direction did we just say? To the right. Actually, you should be doing this in a complete sentence. It says to graph the equation using a horizontal translation. Well, we've already done that. Our horizontal translation is in blue. And here we are with y equals 3 times the quantity x minus 2. Now, if you're not convinced, again, you can choose these same values that we did to graph y equals 3x and plug those in for x in this one on your own time and convince yourself that that is the graph, okay? And then part D says, what is the x-coordinate of the point on the line y equals 3 times the quantity x minus 2 when the y-coordinate is 0? Okay, so what they're asking you to do is look on your translation where the y-coordinate is 0. Okay, here is where that y-coordinate is 0. What is the x-coordinate? Oh, excuse me. I read that incorrectly. My brain was thinking x. That's my fault. It says when the y-coordinate is 0, which means the point is going to be on the x-axis. So here is that point. So your answer here for C should be the x-coordinate is 2. I hope that's answered your questions about number 4. Again, I appreciate you taking responsibility for your own education here, sending me those questions, letting me know what you're thinking, what you're not thinking. Thank you again to Miss Smith for filling in for me while I've been out. And thank you for reminding the students, Miss Smith, to send me messages. I will have your take-home test ready for you. Please be sure you turn that in by Tuesday. Have a great day and don't hesitate to ask me questions.